So exciting. He's really such an icon and such a great example for so many people.
Absolutely. Canadian icon, too.
He is.
Yeah.
And also, I think when he got the Presidential Medal of Freedom, he was wearing his Order of Canada.
We love to see that.
Nice touch.
Yes.
Nice touch. Now, tomorrow, we get the sweet spot in our weather. The winds die down, but it's still warm, right?
Yeah, I'm declaring patio season starting tomorrow because it's going to be so sunny out there, and we're going to cut those wind speeds out of the equation, so you'll get to really enjoy the beautiful sunshine and then not the breezy conditions as well. Breezy out there still. We're seeing wind speeds here in the city between 30 and 50 kilometers an hour. Same in that Lethbridge area and a little bit stronger in the foothills. In fact, those areas I just mentioned still under a wind warning this hour. Earlier today, Lethbridge did clock a wind speed gust of 91 kilometers an hour. But again, all of these winds are going to subside as we get into the overnight hours. Temperatures will have to drop a little bit too heading into tomorrow because of that, but still above seasonal. We're seeing temperatures right now in the low to mid-teens in many areas in southern Alberta. Central Alberta a touch cooler, especially in that Coronation area, but still seasonal if not above it throughout much of the province today. Now here's a look at tomorrow, where I told you again with the slightly lower temperatures due to the decrease in wind speeds, but still 9 degrees above seasonal for Calgary. Tomorrow for that final day of February, such a contrast to how we began this month. Heading into the weekend, we will get that nice ridge of high pressure really developing and settling on Friday there. And because it's so high to the north, it calms down those wind speeds, but we still get all that nice heat from the states there. By the time we get into Sunday, you'll start to see a transition into some cloudier weather as we start to see this cutoff low start to track in. And really this trough develops heading into Monday. So Monday is when you'll likely see a rain-snow mix situation, but it'll be quite short-lived. The bad news about that, with all these warm above seasonal temperatures, it dries out fast there. All that precipitation we built up throughout February melting and drying up the land with these high temperature values for this time of the year. So again, love the weather, love the patio conditions, but we do need precipitation as well. So we'll hold on to what we can from a temperature standpoint and precipitation standpoint on Monday there with a slightly above seasonal value of 3 degrees, back up to 5 on Tuesday with mainly sunny conditions. And really throughout much of the start of March, we're seeing pretty static conditions with temperatures above seasonal. So again, enjoy the warmth, but be fire smart. Have to say it already because of the long stretch of above seasonal and sunny conditions we're seeing.
It was warm across southern Alberta today, including one place where it was the warmest in Canada.
Yes, Rolling Hills. It's a little hamlet between Brooks and Tabor. You hit a high of 17.1 degrees today. So congratulations, warmest place in the province and in Canada this afternoon. Now, we weren't too far behind. We hit a high of 15 degrees today. Not breaking any records here in Calgary, but still a really nice above seasonal day. And we're sitting pretty right now at 13 degrees. The rest of the weekend, that final day of February and the first couple of days of March, really nice and above seasonal as well, with double-digit highs tomorrow and Saturday, and you won't have those winds to deal with it as well. And then Sunday will start out really nice too, but there'll be a rain-snow mix moving in overnight, which is typical of early March as well.
Gina joins us now with a look at our weather, and that really was the story this afternoon. It was so gusty out there.
Yeah, and you look at downtown too, you get that wind tunnel effect. So naturally the speeds out at the airport were between about 40 to 60 kilometers an hour, but with the tall buildings, likely the speeds were even stronger downtown earlier today. Now, those winds are going to subside right now out of the west between 20 to 40 kilometers an hour, helping us get to a nice warm high today of 15 degrees. We're sitting at 14 at the airport right now. Then over downtown, it's 14 as well. And same in Tazawa Park, where the Big Four Motors massive first anniversary sale is on. You can see it at big4motors.com. Heading into tonight, those winds are going to start to calm down substantially into tomorrow as well, but we'll still have a nice above seasonal high, Ian.
Yes, now Gina joining us. It was a warm but really blustery day.
Yeah, they went hand in hand, Tara, because we needed those strong winds to get us to that fabulous high that we experienced earlier this afternoon. A 14 degrees. So that is 14 degrees above seasonal for this time of year, and quite the contrast to the temperatures we were experiencing earlier this month. We're sitting at 12 degrees right now. Winds are gradually calming down out there. The strongest winds we saw today were coming out of the west-northwest from the airport at 81 kilometers an hour. That was during the noon hour. Right now, they're out of the west at between 30 to 50 kilometers an hour. So those winds will gradually subside overnight, but for the next couple of hours here, out of the northwest at 20 to 40 kilometers an hour. Now that final day of February, lots of sunshine, Tara, and still above seasonal high of 10 degrees.
Let's bring Gina back in now as we get our 5-day forecast, and it's full of more nice weather ahead.
Yes, and we'll cut the wind out of the equation too, so you'll really be able to enjoy that final day of February with lots of sunshine. Dare I say, patio season begins officially starting tomorrow, and you'll know what I'm talking about in a moment or two here. But right now, even today would have been great out there. It's just breezy. 12 degrees currently, but those winds starting to calm down out of the west right now at 20 kilometers an hour. Still could get a bit gusty out there, as you see on this board here. We could see those winds pick up into about 35 kilometers an hour, and still more gusty the more south you go in Pincher Creek and Lethbridge. But those areas are out of a wind warning that was over the southwest part of the province earlier today. So the temperature right now in Lethbridge, 12 degrees. Joining us here in Calgary, 8 in Brooks, 10 degrees in Milk River. And when we look at the central part of the province, a little bit cooler. We're seeing those single-digit values in Red Deer, Edmonton, and quite a bit cooler in Coronation at 2 degrees, but still an above seasonal trend throughout much of Alberta for today and heading into tomorrow. Now, with the decrease in wind speeds that we're expecting for tomorrow, that's going to cool our temperatures just slightly to about 10 degrees for a high for Friday there. Same in Brooks and Medicine Hat. Lethbridge a bit warmer at 13 degrees, and we're going to hold on to highs in the mid-teens really throughout the weekend. But the jet stream is starting to fluctuate, but first in a favorable direction, giving us that nice ridge of high pressure and all that heat and those calmer winds. But as we advance to about Sunday, you start to see this cutoff low pressure system develop in the States, and then it starts to move in, this trough of low pressure heading into late Sunday and into Monday. So when that happens, we're back on the north side of the jet stream. That's going to cool us off a little bit to right on seasonal temperatures for early March. But it's also going to bring some wet weather as well. A pretty short-lived wet weather event, about a day and a half at most, and then we're back into above seasonal temperatures. So walking through that 5-day forecast here, tomorrow again, lots of sunshine, not windy, so that gets us up to a high of 10 degrees. Winds not bad on Saturday either, and will be even warmer at 14 degrees. So it's just going to be a fabulous weekend to be outside, and again, on the patio, like I talked about earlier. 11 on Sunday, it'll start out sunny, but then by the time we get into the evening, you'll start to see those clouds build up and a rain-snow mix in the overnight hours of Sunday and into Monday morning.
All right, let's see what's trending tonight. Après ski bevies usually wait, you know, until the après ski part, but not always.
Yes, sir. Yeah, baby, thank you.
The snowboarder didn't have to wait. He made a very impressive catch of a beer that was thrown to him while he was riding a chairlift in New Jersey. That lift was passing over fellow boarders having a brewski on their apartment terrace. They whipped one at him, and he caught it in transit.
Can I also say a great throw?
Yeah, good throw, good catch.
Quarterback, receiver?
Yeah, you just keep going. Well, little ones often need to be carried when they're out on a long walk. Eventually, those tiny legs get tired.
Zoom, 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 zoom. I'm zooming in my room. My Zoom is on forever. My Zoom is all together. Zoom, 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 zoom.
I don't know what's funnier, the video or the music. I guess it happens to dogs, too. This corgi didn't seem to mind. He's carrying his pup brother. Pretty happy to do it.
I keep looking at the corgi. He looks back and he's like, why am I doing all the work?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Who gets to carry me?
It's like a super dogs act. They should have a stampede next year.
Yes, exactly, Gina. I'd pay to go see those too. Well, sometimes the bond between siblings goes beyond blood. It even goes beyond species. So this is Mowgli and Chirps. The orphaned goat and the rooster were raised together as babies, and now they are inseparable as adults.
So you always say, animals, it's unbelievable the bonds, right?
An unlikely pair.
Yeah, best of friends. They could be a Disney movie.
We got a Disney movie, we got a super dog, Zach. Look at us go.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Welcome back. Looking outside right now through our Skywatch weather camera. Some cloud moving in this evening. That'll help trap a little bit of the heat that we developed over the afternoon here. And then tomorrow's looking really nice for the last day of February. Quite the contrast to how we began this month. And really throughout much of this month, it was below seasonal. But temperature right now, we're at 12 degrees. We made it up to 15 for the high today. So well above normal, but not breaking any records here in the city. That's a different story, though, in the Lethbridge area. Looks like you actually tied a weather record today on the temperature front with a temperature set back in 1908 of 15 degrees. So it was definitely a warm day out there. And Rolling Hills, the hamlet that is between Brooks and Tabor, was the hottest place in the country today with a high of 17.1 degrees. Still pretty breezy in the extreme south part of the province right now, but we'll see those winds die down. And by the time we get to tomorrow, a little bit cooler compared to today, but we'll still get to a high of 10 degrees here in Calgary. 9 degrees above seasonal, 13 if you're joining us in the Lethbridge area. Very quiet future cast throughout the weekend here. So tomorrow looking mainly sunny throughout Calgary and Lethbridge. A bit more building cloud to the east of us, and a decently clear Saturday as well. So again, this weekend's looking really nice to be outside, whether it's on a patio, going on a walk. Enjoy these lovely calm conditions, because by the time we get into Sunday, we'll start to see some building cloud. Temperatures hold really great above seasonal, but you'll start to see a bit more wet weather move its way into the forecast come Monday there. And the temperatures are going to drop as well, but still be above seasonal.
And if necessary, they'll play Game 3 on Sunday at 5 o'clock. Should be a great series.
Good stuff. Thank you, Glenn. And we have some pretty great days ahead. In fact, I was just thinking March is coming in like a lamb. Forget the lion.
Very lamb-like, with the exception of briefly Monday. We could see a bit of mixed weather out there, but at least for this weekend, it's looking fabulous. Unless you're a big snow enthusiast, unfortunately, you're going to get a lot of melt this weekend. But Don McCreary was able to show some of the snow here for your weather window, brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your lifestyle, budget, and Alberta's climate. But yes, the 5-day forecast here showing lots of sunshine this weekend, but a little bit of mixed rain, snow heading into Sunday evening and then on Monday, but then back with sunshine by Tuesday.
Can't beat that. We'll take it. Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific evening.